On today's episode of Flavor City, we're going to take a classic East Coast dish, the lobster roll, add some great Midwestern flavor to it, and continue our theme of grilling and chilling. So I'm using lobsters from Canada. They're from the Atlantic, and they're cold water lobsters. So the meat's going to be sweet and have a nice firm texture. You can always tell these lobsters by the color of their shell. Now, I know you're saying, Bobby, don't you usually make lobster rolls with whole lobsters? And the answer is yes, but look around. It's a beautiful summer day, the sun's out, I want to finish with these tails, go to the beach, maybe play some volleyball, and soak up the sun. Now, I have to use a skewer and put it through the lobster. Otherwise, if you just put the tail in a pot of hot boiling water, it's going to shrink up like a frightened turtle. And all you got to do is ask George Costanza about shrinkage, and he'll tell you it's no good. I like to use 2 just for added insurance. If you cook a raw lobster on the grill, it doesn't cook very evenly. So I found that if we parboil it about 75% of the way in salted boiling water, it's a lot easier to grill properly after that. So I have a pot of boiling water here. Now I want to salt it aggressively because the water should really taste like the ocean water. And if you think about it, it's kind of like putting the lobsters back into their home, although at a slightly higher temperature. You're going to put these guys meaty side down. Set your timer for about 6 or 7 minutes and then take them out. All right, it's been 7 minutes, so let's take these guys out of the water. And you can see the shells have turned this beautiful bright red that we all love. They're only cooked about 75% of the way. We got to take the skewers out of the shell. Insert your knife towards the end here. With one sharp motion, you'll hear a sound just like you're going to the chiropractor, a good adjustment. Go down and then finish all the way through the lobster. Wow, that felt good. Let's just go the other way here. Don't worry, he doesn't feel a thing, I promise. So now I want to season these guys, but before I do that, I've got a cast iron grill pan here, preheating over medium-high heat. And if you're wondering why I'm not using maybe a gas grill or a charcoal grill, you take a look at all those stairs up there. If you want to climb up there and get my grill from me, come over and be my guest. So I've got some vegetable oil here. You want to use like a neutral oil, not an olive oil here, that'll have too much flavor. And just paint it on the lobsters. And then I'm going to season them with a little bit of kosher salt and pepper. And I want to season at every step of the cooking process here. I know I seasoned the water, but that was only on the outside. It didn't really penetrate all the way in. And when I put these on the hot grill, it's going to sear and get that nice salt and pepper deep in the lobster. And then take our seasoned lobster tails and put them straight on the grill. Exactly the sound you want to hear. I'm going to go maybe 4 to 5 minutes flesh side down, and then 2 to 3 minutes, flip them on the other side on the shell, and they're good. It's time to take our lobster tails off the grill. And I love those crusty char marks. So because these are cooked, they should come out of the shell pretty easily. I'm just going to use a fork here, grab it towards the base of the lobster shell. How can that be bad? Now I want to chop these up into large chunks. I don't want too small because I want to see that decadent, succulent lobster. And it's not about the other ingredients. It really is about the lobster. And just for safekeeping, I should probably try it for you. Wow. Tender, buttery, and cooked perfectly. For the dressing, I have a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise in the bowl. To that, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. That's about 1 lemon and a half worth of juice. Next, I'm going to add 1 rib of celery plus 1 tablespoon of celery leaves. Next, I have 1 tablespoon of fresh cut chives. And the next 2 ingredients are kind of where that Midwestern flavor come in. First, I have 1 strip of thick cut steakhouse bacon. And how thick? Well, check this out. That thick. That is steakhouse bacon. If you don't have it, you know what? Use 2 or 3 pieces of thin cut bacon, but I love this stuff, and here in the Midwest, we go crazy for it. And next, it's corn season, so I can't pass up the opportunity for the crunch and the sweetness. I have 1 corn cob that I charred on the grill, got it nice and toasty, cut it off the cob, and add it to the bowl. And finally, a little bit of salt, I'd say about a teaspoon, some fresh cracked pepper, a few grinds, and mix it all up. And I like the lobster meat and the dressing to kind of hang out for about 10-20 minutes so the warm lobster kind of soaks up the flavor of the dressing. Now the best part about a New England style lobster roll is the buttered bun. So I got some melted butter here. Let's paint the inside of our rolls with a generous amount of that butter. And then I'm going to season them with a little bit of kosher salt and pepper. Got my grill going on medium here. Put our buns down. And whatever you do, don't walk away. Don't check Facebook, don't check Twitter. 2-3 minutes, otherwise these guys will be toast. Let's make one of these grilled lobster rolls. So 2 tails that were 10 ounces each make about 3 lobster rolls. And look at that, beautiful chunks of lobster, that nice color pop from the corn, and all those fresh herbs in there. You gotta try this. That lobster meat is so buttery, great texture. I love the salty bite from the bacon, and that fresh corn just pops in my mouth. Like I said, Midwest meets old school New England style, and a great little fusion. And since it's a hot summer day, I thought we'd pair up our lobster roll with a nice wine. I'm a big fan of Apothic wines, and right now they have a rose out. It's got hints of strawberry, watermelon, and I really think it's gonna pair great with this lobster roll. Cheers. If you like this video or any of my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you gotta try this lobster roll, Midwest meets East Coast. See ya.